Yeah, so this is the addendum to the first video about my climb out of depression. I just wanted to add a little bit more to it because I think it's a important subject. So I wanted to kind of go through the full story. In the first video, you probably saw that I was kind of melancholy, you know. That was before they requested me to do some adventure videos to show my skills and stuff. Yeah, a quick rundown about this whole alone adventure thing. So yeah, and end of 2021, under constant urging and nudging of friends and family, you know, they're just telling me I should get in that show because I'm so odd and strange and I belong in the woods and this would be so easy for me and all that stuff. I was like, oh, what the heck, let's try it, right? So I went ahead and put in for the show. You guys can do that too. Just go to their website and just look at the casting application and just go ahead and fill it out. Just put it in, not really thinking much of it. I was just like, okay, I'm going to do it, so you guys can just shut up and, I can live my life. So that's what I did. And then like a year later, they reached out to me, but at that time, my daughter wanted to go back to public school. And so we went and did that, and then she got serious into tennis, and so we chose San Antonio because San Antonio was top 10 in high school tennis, so we went there. So everything was really based off of my daughter and what's good for her. Because for me, family always comes first, so that's important. So I didn't even respond to that, you know, when they reached out the first time, and I thought that was it, right? And so fast forward a couple years, and then my younger brother passed away, and that really took a big toll on me. I think a lot of it was because we were so connected, and the other part is it's not the natural order of things. Like, I should be the first to go, so I don't know if it's that survivor's guilt thing. I don't think so, but I think it's just like it's just not a natural order of things. Your mind's just not wired to accept that. You know, I'm over 50, so I'm familiar with grief and loss, relationships, friends, family, grandpa, grandma, my mother, close friends. I've lost a lot of people, but nothing hit me like it did when my brother passed away. So at that time, I was working full-time as a oversized building transporter, and so that kept me busy. It kind of kept the full weight of the grief or the depression. At that time, I didn't believe it was depression. I didn't believe in depression at that time. But yeah, it took the full weight of the grief away, and so I just worked and kept it away. But a year later, and then I had a work accident setting a building and pretty much tore my tricep right here. This came right off the bone. The bad thing was it was a workers' comp claim, and it took them so long to respond and handle it that I worked like for a whole week with a torn tricep. And so come week number 2, finally get to see the doctor, and he was just like, after 2 weeks, something like this normally is really hard to repair, especially with triceps the size of yours, because your triceps are always kind of extended, but if it tears off the bone, it's like this. And so if it sits there for a while, it's really hard to pull it back, right? So that was the challenge. So basically, he said, well, a lot of people would just leave it as is. I mean, your arm still works. You still got the other, tricep muscles, and you'd be like maybe 10% strength in that arm. I'm like, no, I didn't want to deal with that. I was like, no, let's just try it. So the caveat was it's going to be a long recovery because of how extensive it's going to have to be. So so basically we went for it. They pretty much just drilled holes in my elbow and then just pulled that tricep and then attached it. So in any case, that was a long recovery, over a year. And during that whole recovery process, I mean, even once I stopped, like immediately stopped working, that grief and emptiness was really hit me hard. So it took like another 2 weeks to get into surgery. And then by that time I was like already like in a deep depression. I was just sitting there. And so the loss of my brother really hit hard. And then pretty much by the time surgery came, I was at a state of mind where the doctor was like, hey, we got a place for your wife. She can watch the surgery or wait for you right outside. And I just told my wife, like, hey, just go to the lobby and I'm cool. But in my head, I was like, a lot of people pass away under anesthesia because I used to work in the hospital, so I'm aware of all that stuff. And so a part of me was just like, man, it'd be nice just not to wake up, you know? Like, I didn't want to die. It's just I didn't want to like not feel anything. Like, it was just everything was such a struggle just to get up and to have joy in anything. So as you can see, I made it out of there, no issues. It was a long, I guess it took like twice as long to do that surgery, but I made it out. Yeah, so fast forward, a little after a year, the therapist pretty much cleared me for work. So just landed a job with the city, and then I look at my emails, and there's a request from Malone reaching out like, hey, you still interested? We would think you'd be a good fit. And I'm like, I was actually like, no, like I'm not in a good state. But another part of me, it was just like, I don't want to just work again either. I was just looking for an escape, I guess. So I went ahead and responded. What you saw was the initial personality interview or getting to know me interview. But after that, they asked if I had any recent footage of any outings or outdoor stuff, and it's been years. And like I said, I've been out for 2 years doing nothing. And so I said no, and they said time is short, but we need to get some footage because the producers are going to want to see some current footage, not stuff from my other YouTube channel that was like 5 years old. Before that, I did try to crawl out of that depression. Even though I wasn't fully recovered, I went on like a couple 2-3 day outdoor trips, and they did help. But when it was like immediately right after I started packing things up, like that depression was hitting me again. And so I was just like, oh, it's not working no more. So I was just like, man, I got to check. Like, I'm like, I don't believe in depression. I don't got depression. Like, that's all BS, right? And so I'm like, oh, I bet you my testosterone levels are low because I'm over 50. So I'm like, no, it's about that time. I bet you my testosterone's low. I go in and they're going to tell me that, and I can get some TRT or something, you know. And I was like slightly excited because I'm like, oh, I can finally use some steroids. But another part of me was like, I don't give a crap. I just don't want to feel like this. But yeah, so I went in and they tested me, and they're, other than a little bit elevated blood pressure, because during this time I gained 20 pounds. So I'm just like on a road to recovery. I'm still heavier than I normally am walking around. So, I'm still like a good 15 pounds over my normal weight. So, yeah, but at that time I was like close to 200 pounds. I was just a mess. So basically it wasn't the hormones or anything weird with my body chemistry or anything going on. I did full tests of everything. So eventually just had to face like this could be depression. And I just fought it. So with the alone thing, since they needed like a whole bunch of different things, and they needed me to really showcase some hunting and fishing and trapping and all that stuff, and I only had a couple weeks to get it in. I just quit my job and I just went out in the woods for 2 weeks, and that did it. I mean, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I needed more than the 2-3 days I was giving myself earlier during the depths of my depression to get out. It was this concerted effort to really like push myself and utilize all my skills to achieve something. And so once I dived deeply into nature like I used to, because before all this, every year I would do like a 1 year a wilderness purge where I would just take a liter of water, some oats, and fishing rod and a bow or a weapon, or just some trapping stuff, and I would just go out and survive for a week, and that was always like a reset for me. So I finally had somebody push me to go do that purge, basically. And so 2 weeks out, just roughing it out, just reset me. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, if you feel a little lost, or if you're really in the dumps, really try to go out on a outdoor excursion just by yourself. Just rough it. Go beyond like your limits. I mean, be safe, of course, but just go out there and just be out there in the quietness by yourself, yeah, and then start connecting with everything around you. And I think you'll feel that, you know, that reconnect is also going to be a reset, and you'll kind of see joy in life again. And I think it's an important lesson for me, and I realized that was depression, and I needed to reset my soul and my spirit, and truly just purge all that emptiness and negativity out, or fill the emptiness with the peace and the connection of nature. So if you guys ever feel lost or depressed, really give it a shot. It helped me, and yeah, I'm grateful to Alone for giving me that extra motivation to stick it out there longer, to really do that full reset. So that's really what I wanted to do with this video, just to kind of complete what I was trying to say and what the lesson was. Yeah, so you can see I was pretty melancholy and kind of in the dumps in those video clips, but I'm a completely new person now, and I'm back. I'm back to where it was, and I think I'm better than where it was. I just need to get back in shape again, and really start doing more of this. And that's the whole purpose of the show. So just to share more of this with you, and kind of like, serves kind of like a therapy for me, and hopefully it's a therapy for you, and motivator for you to just go out there and get things done, and get things done without a whole lot of stuff. And that's not a whole lot of knowledge. I'm not a guy that knows all the knots or was in Cub Scouts or all that stuff. I learned just from my grandparents, and they're just basic stuff, just basic concepts. It's fun to just come up with solutions by yourself. Yeah, don't get down on yourself for not knowing all these 100 knots and 100 different trap configurations, or you're not that great with a bow or fishing. That's part of the fun, is really getting out there and getting better at something and learning. So I really hope this is going to be something that's going to be really helpful to you. So if you're going through this, just know you're not alone, and maybe just apply for a loan. That might help you too. So anyways, it was good to talk with you, and see you in the next video, man. Take care.